The sixth death has been confirmed following Monday's eruption on New Zealand's White Island. 8 other people, presumed dead, remain unaccounted for. A number of Australians are feared to be among the dead. Live to New Zealand correspondent Jackson Williams. Now, Jackson, good morning to you. What do we know about the sixth death?
Well, we know this person, Peter, was being treated for their injuries in Middlemore Hospital in Auckland. Sadly, health authorities were preparing us for this possibility. They said given the severe injuries that so many of the survivors have, that more deaths are likely, and sadly that is what has transpired overnight. We know that New Zealand's burns units at multiple hospitals are at capacity right now. Medical teams really are hoping that some of the patients in coming days will be well enough to travel back to hospitals in Australia so they can continue to receive treatment there. We learnt yesterday from the Chief Medical Officer that at the time 27 of the 31 people in hospitals had received burns to at least 30% of their bodies. Here's health authorities speaking about just how stretched they are.
All of our burns units are now full to capacity. Our hospitals' plastic surgeons, anaesthetists, nursing staff, intensivists and others are all doing their very utmost to treat the survivors, many of whom have sustained very severe injuries.
Post-mortem examinations will begin today, Peter, on the 6 victims, but this is going to be quite a complex process, we're told, given just the very serious nature of some of the injuries that were sustained by these victims. Police still don't know when they'll be able to send in recovery teams to recover the 8 bodies. There are 8 people presumed dead on White Island. Yesterday they were hoping to send a drone up with specialist equipment to monitor gas levels. However, the conditions were simply too windy, so police are hoping to try again today. We know that 2 investigations are underway into the circumstances surrounding this disaster. One is a WorkSafe investigation. Police yesterday told us that a criminal investigation was underway, but hours later they backtracked, saying that wasn't quite the case. They were simply investigating the matter on behalf of the coroner, not ruling out a criminal inquiry, Peter, but saying for now one is not underway.
Okay, Jackson Williams live for us in New Zealand this morning. We'll talk to you soon. It's been revealed that one of the Australians unaccounted for is alive. Lisa Dallow, a 48-year-old engineer from Adelaide, is critical in a New Zealand hospital, suffering from severe burns. Her husband Gavin Dallow and daughter Zoe Hosking are still missing. The Prime Minister says it's believed 3 of those confirmed dead are Australians.
But I fear there is worse news to come over the course of perhaps today or over the next few days. This is a terrible tragedy, a time of great innocence and joy interrupted by the horror of that eruption.
And there are grave fears for a Sydney family also unaccounted for. Anthony and Christine Langford and their children Jessie and Winona have not been heard from.